ESPN 106.3 and News Channel 5 present Football Night in South Florida.
You're watching Football Night in South Florida, Overtime, Playoff Edition.
The officials know what's up, man.
Did they just flag us?
Yeah,
What's going on here?
No flag on that play. I'm Paxton Boyd from ESPN 106.3. He is Jason Pugh from ESPN 106.3. And this is Football Night in South Florida Overtime. And we have made it to the postseason. 16 teams from our area have found their way to the postseason, extending their seasons. Yeah,
the journey to Orlando starts tonight for a lot of these teams. We had some major upsets. One major upset, Atlantic High School. We'll get to them in just a few moments, but we also had some great action from other teams around the area, Paxton.
That's right. As we mentioned, 16 teams found their way into the postseason. Our only matchup tonight that featured two teams from our area going head-to-head. That was Palm Beach Central hosting Wellington, a rematch from earlier in the season. In that Week 4 matchup, the Broncos took down the Wolverines convincingly 55-10, but tonight both teams fighting to keep their seasons alive. We begin in the first quarter. Wellington holds Palm Beach Central to a field goal on the Broncos' first possession. It's 3-0 Central on a Tanner Narn chip shot. Then on the ensuing possession for the Wolverines, Austin Wallace pushed out of the pocket. He's looking for the end zone. Ballatin Celestin comes down with it. Just like that, Wellington leads Central 7-3. Now early in the second quarter, Wellington holds strong again. The Wolverines D forcing another Broncos field goal. 7-6 Wellington at that point. Then finally, the Broncos find the end zone. Mike Moreland on the QB keeper walks in untouched for the touchdown. Palm Beach Central would not look back from there. This one all Broncos. They take down Wellington 44-14. Let's head to Vero Beach. Nick Celedonio and the Fighting Indians looking to continue their winning streak into the playoffs. Vero Beach hosting Gateway from Kissimmee. Celedonio throws a screen pass to Keith Woolard. Woolard makes a defender miss, finds the house. Vero Beach on the board early, just under 11 minutes left to play. Now, not so fast, my friends. Very next drive, Gateway's Maurice Adams finds the ball to Tyrell Tyler in for the 30-yard touchdown. 7-6 Vero at that point. Now, Vero on the attack again. Celedonio drops this right into the hands of DeMarcus Harris, the Kentucky commit, to 70-yard pitch and catch. Vero at it again. This time, Celedonio hands the ball off to Bryant Previs Winston, the running back. 25 yards on the scamper. Vero goes on to win this one. They cruise and win easily 48-6. Now we head to Delray Beach, Class 8A, Region 3. Number 2, Atlantic, undefeated on the season, hosting Western. First drive of the game, the Wildcats quarterback Jesse Rivera calls his own number, takes it into the end zone. It's 7-0. Now second half we go. Atlantic, we're tied up. Henry Bryant, the defensive lineman and sometimes goal line fullback, plunges into the end zone, and it's 14-7 Western after that. Now in the fourth quarter, Western cornerback Justin Hodges picks off Kalani Ilimaliota, and the Western Wildcats thinking upset. Now we close out this one. Hodges calls his own number again. Western pulls off the monumental upset. They take down undefeated Atlantic 21-7, ending their season. They play Palm Beach Central next weekend.
Tough loss for Atlantic there. Let's head out to Glade Central, the Muck. The Raiders playing host to Coral Springs Carter tonight. And how about this? They're still riding high off that Muck Bowl victory against Pahokee. They're up 7-0. Davis Richard with a 9-yard strike here to Desno, Washington. Go ahead and make it 14-0 Raiders. Later on in the first, Panthers get on the board, the field goal, then the ensuing kickoff. They kick it a little short here, and you know what? The Raiders, they made them pay. This is Ernest Jackson. 75-yard return. He's got blockers out in front. They're not going to catch him. It is 21-3. Glade Central, they are all over Coral Springs Charter. At halftime, 28-3, Glade Central still on top. This is Adi Lair, takes us through the middle of the defense. 19-yard touchdown reception there. Glade Central would win this game easy. Your final score, 55-10. Elsewhere out in the Muck, Glades Day looking to extend their season against First Baptist Academy from Naples. The Gators with a 28-12 halftime lead. The Lions cut into that lead after the halftime, and Austin Eady, he takes this one from 25 yards out. It's 28-25. Glades Day on top still. Fourth quarter, quarterback Anthony McPhee's going to call his own number here. 18-yard scamper, 35-25. Gators extend that lead. Glades Day looking to put this one away in the fourth quarter. McPhee at it again. This time from 48 yards out. That made it 42-25. Glades Day, they would go on to win 49-39 in a shootout. So all the winners tonight, Vero Beach High School, Dwyer High School, Palm Beach Central, some of the top teams in our top 10 poll will advance. The big upset, obviously, Atlantic High School. They fall short to Western. With more highlights from around the area, we're going to send things over to Chris Dietrich, who caught the Dwyer game tonight. Chris?
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Dwyer hoping to continue their season that had high expectations with some big offseason additions. One of those auditions was at quarterback. Now let's take a look. There's Gio Richardson. He's the guy. Dwyer hosting West Broward tonight in Class 7A playoffs. Dwyer's first possession comes at the 9-minute mark of the first. First play from scrimmage. Gio's going to hand it off to Cedric Tucker, who just trucks his way nearly 76 yards untouched into the end zone for the score. Panthers take the lead on that one play, 6-0. Then on the extra point, we got a wardrobe malfunction. Kicker doesn't have any knee pads, so Panthers, going for two. Corey Hamilton says, "I got you, bro." Runs it in. It's 8-0. Now still in the first possession for Dwyer. Next possession for Dwyer. Richardson's going to swing it out to Colby Dempsey. Dempsey then, he does his thing. He takes it all the way down to inside the 5-yard line where he's dragged down there. And then finishing off the drive, it's going to be Dunbar. He's going to punch it in. Panthers win this big, 43-0. They're going to move on in that playoff bracket. Let's slide on over to Class 3A action. Joe Molina, in his first year with the Crusaders, are taking out Holy Trinity Christian out of Melbourne. This one's going to be a nail-biter. Opening kickoff of the second half, Tigers up 14-7. Crusaders, they can't handle it. Holy Trinity recovers. They're going to capitalize on it. On 3rd and short, they go with the direct snap to Joe Rames, who just rams his way in from 30 yards out to give the Tigers a 21-7 lead. Crusaders, they throw a punch right back. Ethan DiBardino connects with Jason Lovesheimer, who gets some yak, but you want to pay attention here. It looks like he might lose the football as he tries to reach out for the end zone, but they rule him down at the 1. That's okay. Luigi D. Cardenas, he's going to punch it in right from that 1 yard out, and it's back to a 1-score ball game. Unfortunately, the Crusaders, they blocked the punt, recovered in the end zone. They get a 2-point lead, and then a Hail Mary beats them. Final score there, 34-30, and Cardinal Newman falls in that one. So Dwyer's going to move on. Newman's going to fall down, but hey, we got some more games that took place as well. Let's send it over to Emily Fennell, who's got those for you.
Hey, thanks so much, Chris. We had so much action tonight in the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast, but let's take a look at some of the scores on the teams that traveled to other schools. In our final ranking, number 5, Centennial at Dr. Phillips. Centennial lost in overtime 34-28. Elsewhere, number 9, Treasure Coast traveled to Sarasota to face off against Riverview. The Knights fell 41-22. And number 10, Palm Beach Lakes, well, they faced off against MacArthur. Lakes took this one 6-3. The Rams will now face Dwyer in the second round. And finally, Fort Pierce Westwood played American Heritage Plantation. Westwood lost 37-8. Now let's move on to the top plays of the night. This one coming from West Broward at Dwyer. Bobcats wideout Jason.
Oh, that is nice.
He keeps his feet in too. That's it.
How
He's
many
able to
one-handed
maintain
catches
possession.
have we seen this year?
No gloves, by the way, on that one.
Oh,
Hey,
no
that's
gloves.
not as good as the Kyer catch, I can tell you that.
I don't think we're going to see a catch all year as good as the Kyer catch. How about that
That
hit,
was pretty
though?
awesome, though.
Defense here.
He read the play just right on that.
Yeah, this is from Palm Beach Central and Wellington. That is Mark Anthony Richards. Big time hit there.
Taken out.
He's a receiver. He plays running back, defensive back. Is there anything this kid can't do?
What's more impressive? What's more impressive, the hit or the fact that the receiver held on to the football?
That's pretty impressive, too. That takes
I
a
like
lot
that
of guts.
catch. I like the one-handed catch.
Yeah.
That's up there, though, with Kyer.
We'll have
Broward
to put
represent.
a top 10 of the year.
That is nice. No gloves, too.
See, old school.
And he took the hit, too. The safety came over and hit him, and he still caught that. Yeah, that was a big time. And you know what? The thing about the Mark Anthony hits, he didn't leave with his helmet or anything, shoulder pads. It's a legal hit, no flag on the play.
We could use him at Auburn.
The great thing about that hit, I tweeted this out earlier, and the guy that he laid the lick on there, Brian Robinson, talented receiver from Central, actually retweeted it, said, "Good hit, bro." So no hard feelings
Great
there.
sportsmanship.
You know what? Palm
Great
Beach Central
sportsmanship.
picks up the win, but Wellington, let's give them the top play.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Mark Anthony Richards there, even though they lost that game. Big time play there for him and that team. So the major upset of the night, guys, Atlantic High School, they're going to be going home. They were my favorite to probably win a state championship this year. Unfortunately, they're going to come a bit short against a good Western team.
Well, it's definitely a goal of theirs to get back to that championship game, having fallen short last year when they got all the way there. But Yeah, you know what? That's what next year's for. I'm sure they're already looking forward to next season. A couple of those guys are looking forward to playing on Saturdays, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Your Vero Beach Indians, your alma mater?
Oh, they're still rolling.
Yeah,
we're still going.
The winning streak's still going on. We'll see if they can continue that next week. Dwyer will take on Palm Beach Lakes next week, so we'll have 2 local teams going at it.
And Palm Beach Central wins big as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and we'll see Kings Academy, we'll see Benjamin, and we'll see Pahokee, who all had byes this week. We'll see them all in action next week.
Yeah,
So
don't sleep on Kings.
Oh, they've had a great season. Had a great season. That's going to do it for us. Thanks so much for watching Football Night in South Florida Overtime. I'm Jason Pugh, Paxton Boyd, Chris Dietrich, Emily Fennell. Thanks for sticking with us all season long. This is going to be our final show, guys. It's been a fun ride. We will see you next week. We'll have highlights of the second round games on WPTV News Channel 5.